Hello everybody, welcome to Amakhosi channel. This channel, like, comment, subscribe, guys. Welcome back. News coming out is that Kaizer Chiefs have signed a defender and a right center back. I don't know if you know how important is this accusation is. I don't know if you know how important is this deal for us, because the only right center back that we had that the coach looks like he prefers or he would play more, had we not went to the market, it was going to be Msimang. We're thin at the back, at the right center back, and so many of you are saying that, but why is Kaizer Chiefs signing defenders? My question to you, how many goals did we leak last season? How many red cards did we get as a team, especially center backs? Let me not say center backs, back line. How many red cards did the back line get last season? How many red cards? They say that defenders, they win a championship. And I think that Nabi, because he knows how he wants to play and therefore is going to start at the back, address the other positions, not going to stop there, but it's going to address defense. Because if you check, I mean, guys, as soon as we were linked with Nabi, I started checking his teams, how they were playing and how many goals they're conceding. Nabi's teams, they don't concede so many goals. That's one thing you need to know. That 4-0 drubbing, it wasn't a true reflection of Nabi's team. Nabi's team, they hardly concede so many goals. That's how he manages to get the hang in games. Control the defense. Once you control the defense, control the midfield. Once you control the midfield, then you create opportunities up front. But Nabi's teams, they always outscore opponents and they hardly concede. Why? Because his teams are so compact. His teams are always having a solid back line. His teams, they start the ball from the back. If you watch or if you remember that game that we played against Young and that friend, we're starting from the back. He wants comfortable players on the ball. Whether you're in the middle, whether you're up front or whether you're a defender, whether you're a keeper, he wants people who are comfortable on the ball. Because why? He enjoys positional football. You can't have positional football if you are not having people who are able to keep the ball position. So Nabi, if you check, he has opted for ball playing players, especially the center backs that we bought. Dottley is a ball playing center back. This guy is the ball. Inacho is the ball playing center back. Age is still on his side. His experience is Angolan, is Angola international, and has some roots of Portugal. He can play the right back. He can play the right center back. He can also play the CDM. Say that there are days where we feel like we need to protect our lead. We can sub. Let's say Mteto is not in this game. We sub Mteto or put this guy at the center back, and then we put another one at the right center back. And then we put Inacho at the CDM. Or we put him at the right center back and then we push him to play the CDM, because he can also play the CDM. Like, this coach is wise in how we have done deals. I know that deals that haven't been like signed, finalized, and all those things. However, get your spine first strong, which is your defense, your center back, whether it's right or left, which is your CDM, get a strike. Even now, you are told that you are looking for a strike. So he's fixing his spine, and then he's going to start patching the wingers, but he's fixing his spine. So when I was doing my research, this guy, in actual, like I said, he's 29, he was born in December 12th, so he's turning 29. In fact, he's 28 now, he's turning 29 in December. He was born in 1995. His height is 185. He's tall. He's also tall as well. He is a scoring defender. Have you heard of your scoring defenders? Your Ramos, Sergio Ramos. Have you heard of your scoring defenders like your Sergio Ramos? Maguire to a certain extent is a scoring defender as well. Who else was a scoring defender? Talk about centre backs here. I don't know many, but your Ramos is up there in terms of goals. I think Ramos has scored plus or minus 100 goals. Yes, you say most of them are penalties, sure, but he has scored some goals. So this guy is a scoring defender. Whether it's set piece or say sometimes he plays in the middle and then he pushes up front, he's able to interlink with other players and then score those goals. It is also a good cross of the ball, meaning what, he can also play as a right centre back because it's also a good cross of the ball. So what I've seen from him through the videos that I've watched, you say, but YouTube is not the best teacher and whatnot. Where else can I watch this guy? Don't tell me that, I should have went and watched where. Guys, YouTube is feeding us, so should we just resist it and nah, I'm not going to watch it because YouTube is considered to be not your best teacher or the best, or it doesn't reflect or gives the true reflection of players? Nah, fam. When I watch his videos, he's a scoring defender. He's not one of those defenders who just sits at the back, or when it's corners, who sits at the back or center line to make sure that whenever a striker comes by and then he pushes him or he marks him. No, he wants to be there in action, where there's action, thick and fast action. He wants to find himself there. And when I then saw, he's good with his header, he's good with headers, he scores a few goals with his headers. Also on open play, he can score, like I said. And then the other point is that he reads the game very well. He reads the game very well. You'll find him that the ball will be switched from the goalkeeper and then he will just look, okay, let's see, anticipate where will this ball land, and then he will go up front if he needs to go up front, the striker or the defender, or midfielder, or go behind. But he reads the game very well. Remember, I had said to you that Ngobo Mapoloma, the one who just left, is a good reader of the game. This guy is almost the same as Mapoloma, if not more, in terms of reading the game. We need defenders who are able to anticipate, okay, you know what, this ball is about to go there, so therefore let me take this action. People who are able to anticipate that and cover that. You know, when they say that first man on the ball, this is what he does best. He is able to read the game. Therefore, that means that it eliminates the number of fouls that he can commit, because he's able to get into, before the striker receives the ball or a midfielder receives the ball, he's able to go up front and wins the ball. And also, he's countable on the ball. Like I said, Nabi plays countable football, or players who are countable on the ball, players who are position based, players who don't lose the ball. So he's also countable. And what I saw is that he can play through the channels. He's not fearful to play through the channels, whether there'll be 2 players or 3 players in between. Once he sees the space, he can do that. One player who's like that as well, that most of us, we really don't pay attention to, or we don't value, some of us, it's Dove. So meaning what? If there are midfielders who are marking the space, it doesn't work with him, because he's going to play in between them. And then therefore, that ball, once it gets to a midfielder, once it turns and then passes to a striker, passes wide, we are quick to get to the final third because of such players who are playing through the defense or through the lines. He's that kind of a player. He's able to play through the lines. He's comfortable in the ball. He's not going to rush and push your ball outside, like your Titloko. It's not like your Titloko. It's not like a Titloko who always wants to kick the ball up front, or sometimes plays it out. He's not that type of a defender. He wants us to share the ball, keep the ball. So in a system of Nabi, this guy is going to excel because he enjoys keeping the ball and he can be comfortable. He's comfortable on the ball, can play through the channels. And then what else? Is good in a system. Is a good systematical player. What do I mean by that? If there's a system saying that we're playing high line, this guy will be by the center. What is he trusting? His speed. I don't know if speed is there or not. I didn't really see much about the speed. However, in terms of reading the game, that is his weapon. Therefore, he is comfortable at playing at high the pitch. Guys, if you're playing high the pitch, and this is where Chiefs will hurt so many teams, because under Nabi will play high the pitch. What does it mean? If we play high the pitch, that means we have more numbers in the opposition's end or in the opposition half. So if the center backs are by the center, that means the CDM is just around the D line or just before the D line, and that means the other midfielders, your 10 and your 8, they are up there. That means that now we are squeezing the opposition. Guys, have you watched Manchester City? If you have watched Manchester City, you will understand what I'm talking about when I'm talking about playing high line and pressing oppositions in their half. City, they are worse. They are pressing you in your box. You don't come out of the box unless the keeper kicks the ball like up there. But they will squeeze you and squeeze you and squeeze you until you release the ball or until you make a mistake. This is how teams of Nabi plays, and this is how Kaizer Chiefs will play. They will squeeze the opposition. They'll get the ball fast and use the ball. How they use the ball? Because they have ball-playing players, including the defense, including the goalkeeper for that match, and then they'll share the ball. And then those who have individual brilliance, they'll use their individual brilliance or skill, but will squeeze the teams. It might be depending on the team. I mean, that's being wise, depending on to the team that you are playing against, that you're not going to squeeze everyone and you're not going to always squeeze the team. There's a time that you squeeze the team, and there's a time where we do half press, meaning what, we play by the third quarter. So meaning what, we are far from our post, but we're at the half. Between our half, we are at our half. I don't know if that makes sense. So meaning what, we divide the field now from the half of the field, and then we start marking from our halves, which is like from a quarter. We start marking from there. But we're gonna squeeze so many teams. We're gonna win the ball so many times. Therefore, this is why we need ball playing players. That's why we need to have players who know what to do with the ball. Not players when they get the ball, they wanna play it back unnecessary instead of creating chances, instead of passing it forward. You can't always pass the ball sideways. You can't always pass the ball sideways. Can't always pass the ball backwards. Look for a player who's making the run and you pass it. And that's where your Castillo Cerrado will come in, because he is able to play those through passes through the channels as well. We need more people who are like clever at playing that type of a game. So, also, his position looks good. You know, because of his good IQ in terms of anticipating where the ball will play, that means then his position is also good. He's not going to just follow the ball where it's being played and then say, okay, let's follow there. The ball is played there, and then let's follow there. The ball is like, he's not that type of a player. He's keeping the shape and then positioning himself wisely to anticipate where the ball is going to be played. Not talking about Ditloko following Msimango following Ditloko, and therefore they forgot that Frosler has went forward, or that this guy, Shanti, when you still had Shanti, has went forward, and then they leave a hole behind. They're able to keep the positions, able to keep good positions, able to do that and read the game and keep the shape. He is good at doing that. And then he looks strong. He looks strong for me, that he's one of those strikers who reminds me of Ngezane. Ngezane was a rough player, rough and clean at the center. This one is more cleaner, if it makes sense. He is strong. He's not going to be bulldozed by defenders. By strikers. He's not going to be bulldozed by strikers. However, he's going to mark the ball with speed with agency, is going to mark the ball, dispossess the opposition, and get the ball and move the ball quick. He is strong. He is a strong player. Height is on his side as well. Let's see what is he going to bring to us. But I would say to you, we have bought well because we have finally gotten a cover or even a starter in the first lineup of the right centre back. Even though Msimango is the vice captain, however, this guy can win that starting 11. But let's see if the coach sees him as a right back, because we also need cover there, or the coach sees him as the right centre back, or the coach sees him as a CDM. Having versatile players is also good. However, a jack of all trades, they never master anything. Let's see where the coach plays him. But I like specialists, someone who specializes in a position, and when we become good in the position, we forget about other things. Guys, let me know your thoughts. What do you think about this defender, Inasho Miguel? What do you think about him? Let me know what you think. In terms of transfers, gonna update you with other rumors, but for now, let me speak about this one that has been confirmed. Looks like this guy is a good buy. Yeah. Let's see what's happening with Velabayi. Let's see what's happening with the striker. Let's see what's happening in other positions. But guys, I'm out. FC Amakhosi channel. Suddenly here, I love you. Hope you are doing well. Cheers. Bye.